Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, folks. This is Mechanic Dave with Affordable Automotive Repair and Sales. I got a recent increase in interest in my new Zeus scanner. I figured I would give you guys a quick video on it. What I did was I purchased this probably about 5 months ago, right when it came out online. I had my Snap-on Edge that I decided to trade in, and this was the top of the line back in the day. This damn key won't stop dinging. I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyways, yeah, thought I'd give you a little tutorial on what I was going to do with it today. Pretty much go ahead and open up the program, and the cool thing is it's wireless, so, and it's got this other cool thing. You push on the button and gets a little LED so you can search for the OBD2 port. I went ahead and I connected it to my smartphone, so I have the internet capabilities, and that'll all make sense later on once I get in there. Once that's powering up, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the car, and it's got a cool little back thing that you can lower down, and you can kind of hang it from the steering wheel. Use your OBD2 plug-in, wireless plug-in. Search for it. There it is via the light. Plug that sucker in. Forgive the dinging. This ignition is kind of jacked up on this customer's car. But what we're going to do is go ahead and power on the car. So, and also when you connect to the internet, like Yahoo and other things that you use, they come on at the same time, so you can read stories that are coming up and whatever. So I'm going to hit scanner, and I think it's 2007 and newer. We'll do automatic connection, but for the sake of this test, we're just going to treat it as an old vehicle, which it's so old. It's an 03, so we got an 03, 10 of 03, so that makes it an 04 Chevy. 04 Chevy. And we'll do automatic ID just to see what happens. The scanners saved my butt a lot. I mean, it'll give you live data of misfiring and all kinds of stuff. The system that I haven't really used on this was the electronic, like the scanner, not the scanner, what do you call it? The scope module, which is removable on this one here, and you can connect all the leads up to it. There we go. All right, so the automatic, like I said, is not good for anything below 2007, so I'm gonna have to manually do it. So the 4th or 5th bin, so it's gonna be Delta Tango. Let's see. So it's a Blazer, 4.3 liter. There we go. Clear that guy out of the way. Alright, so engine. Codes menu. Display codes for the engine. So what happened is the battery is so dead on this thing. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Sorry guys, I wasn't completely ready for this, I suppose. All powertrain codes. So right off the bat, I got O2 heater circuit bank 1, low oxygen sensor activity bank 1, sensor 1, and engine misfire detected. Cool thing is, Oh, misfire went away. It's back. So let's go ahead and see what happens once we're connected to the live data, which is the internet and all that. What happens if we hit diagnose? Let's see the misfire one, for example. Comes up, it tells you, gives you a little repair chart. The most common things is replace ignition distributor cap. Next is replace distributor cap rotor, followed by replace spark plugs, which honestly I would probably start there just to do a full tune-up. This sucker's got 245,000 miles on it. It's probably all original equipment. Let's see. But cool thing is, got technical bulletins from the manufacturer. Tells you so General Motors Engineering, in an effort to determine the root cause of catalytic converter damage, has determined that aftermarket alarm systems incorrectly installed in the vehicles have the potential to cause misfire codes and damage to the converter. These alarm systems use a circuit interrupt which utilizes the ignition circuit on the vehicles. Good to know. And it tells you, there's another one. So again, that was just pretty much the same thing. But it gives you technical bulletins to avoid spending extra money. It tells you right off the bat what to do. You scroll through here. And there's a system called SureTrack. Customer states check engine light is on, cause, connected scan tool, and found code P0300, multiple cylinder, misfire detected at idle. Used the scan tool to view live data and found a high number of misfire counts on all cylinders. Visually inspected for vacuum air leaks, but found none. Attached an inline spark tester to a spark plug, started the engine, and observed an erratic spark. Removed the ignition distributor cap for inspection. Visually inspected the cap and distributor rotor and found ignition distributor cap and distributor rotor were both carbon tracked. Correction, replaced the distributor, rotor, and ignition distributor cap. Check codes, cleared codes, excuse me. Performed a road test and verified vehicle operated properly. The check engine light did not illuminate and no fault codes returned. So see, this is so helpful. I mean, and it just tells you, hey, this mechanic fixed it and here's what he did. You know, it's perfect for somebody getting out, or even an expert, you know. But it's nice to have that option. So that was the misfire one. Let's see, low oxygen activity, bank 1, sensor 1. Let's go ahead and hit that. Right off the bat, that says replace oxygen sensor. Next would be replace powertrain control module, followed by replace fuel injector. Honestly, if you're gonna do a good tune-up on this thing, I would take care of tune-up items, flush some sea foam or some kind of cleaner through the top end to get all that carbon broken up. Then shoot, I would clear all the codes and just see if this code even comes back, and if it does, start with the oxygen sensor. So let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and go to data display. Obviously we're gonna need to start the truck. So data display, we'll see misfire data. Alright, so right off the bat, misfire history 1. Cylinder 1's had 24 misfires in the past. Cylinder 3, 54. Cylinder 5, 8. 4, 8. You know, it's kind of bouncing all over the... There's your misfire cycles. It gives you a pretty good layout of everything. You can go to custom and you can highlight all the things that you really want the computer to pay attention to. I always hit select all. and then list view. Then it'll give you little red flags like, hey, misfire counter's normal. Let's see what else. Engine data. This thing does have a pretty healthy miss. I don't think you can see my hand kind of vibrating around. Gives you all kinds of parameters to look at. Map, sensor, engine load, math. Look at all those options it gives you. Then you come over here, you got coolant temp, air intake temp, barometer, ignition, runtime, etc. You can even scrub the evaporative system. That one's gonna probably, it's letting you know that it's venting currently, and fuel trim data. You can do like all kinds of relearns and functional tests, calibration, crank position sensor relearn, output controls. You have all these disable injectors. Let's see what if you're testing your injector system, and go ahead and hit yes. Then it starts running like crap because you killed that injector. I mean, it's cool. I mean, you have so many options. My Snap-on Edge did quite a bit of stuff, but it didn't give me as much live data as this sucker does. In the computer world, you really just need something that can keep up. And technology is advancing so much these days. This is the way to go, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clear these codes really quick, just before I get out of the scanner. All right. So obviously you can do transmission and all this other stuff. But the cool thing is when you're a mechanic and you have this giant list of customers coming in all the time, it has a huge list of all the cars that it's ever saved. And for example, like I can click on the car today and it gives me a whole data display of everything that's ever happened. So if you're working on a car and you need to order parts, you could always go back in and be like, oh yeah, that one had a misfire, I need to order spark plugs, and oh, but wait, I don't remember what vehicle it was. So it's 04 Chevy Blazer, 4.3 liter. Normally it'll have the VIN, but this one was a little older, so it didn't keep it. But like the other day I worked on a BMW. It gives you the whole VIN number, everything to do with it. And it tells you all the crap that was ever wrong with it, with all the codes. I highly recommend this scanner. It set me back about 11 grand. Oh, 9,500 after I traded in my Snap-on Edge. So highly recommend it. If there's any questions I can give you folks, I know I don't have a whole lot of time right now, but I just wanted to give you a little rundown on this code scanner while I was using it today. With that said, if there's anything I can do to help you out, just send me a private message, add me, like my videos or whatever. So not looking for popularity, just kind of wanted to give you guys something to go with. When I have more time, I'll use the scanner more often so you guys can see what it does. So hope that helps. You guys have a fantastic day. Stay safe.